these are all the books that I read this month. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I don't know if I'm becoming like a book person, like if it's just my calling now or like whatever the case may be, but this is like actually a little side passion project. Like I'm about to be a librarian at this point. Now, I have some books on my wall that I did finish. This one, of course, which I read that month, last month, and then a Qatar, and then this series I haven't read yet, but I got it because I like the angle, like the sides, and I'm mad because I got the paperback for the first book, and I'm about to return it and wait until the hardcover comes out so I can have two of the same size. But that's a different conversation for another day. Now, I had a journey. I whirlwind of emotions for some of these books, and some of them, you know what I'm saying. Now, Reckless, I've had on my wall, and Powerless, I've had them on my wall for a minute. For some reason, when I read these two series, I read Adina's book first, okay, and I fell in love with Adina. I really did, okay, because when I went into Powerless and I didn't see anything of her, I was confused. I was like, how did she get a novella, but she's in here barely? I did not form a connection with her. Like, I don't think I would have cried when everything happened to her because of the fact that that's how little she's in that. So I was kind of surprised they made a novella for her because it was crazy. And then these books were just fun to read. Like, I just love the banter. I love the chemistry. I just enjoyed reading it because they were fun. They were really fun. So if you just like have fun and you just like romance, because I don't feel like there's any like real plot or anything in it, it's cute. It reminds me of high school all over again. Like, you're like following this high school couple. You feel me? I guess they're young, so it makes sense. Young adult books. Now we're gonna go to our next pile on our next top list. This book. I didn't fall in love with it. I don't know how other people fall in love with it. Like, it's a good concept. Like, it reminded me of Spirited Away. Like, I was like, oh, this is good. This is juicy. I don't know why I kind of got confused. And it could just be the reading style or like the writing style that maybe it was a little bit confusing to me. Or maybe it was like the switch in of perspectives from some chapters. Like, I love it. And I might fall in love with it the more I become a more developed reader. Because like this was hard for me to digest as a person who just began reading. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I was more experienced or if I had something else in my belt, this would have been a more fluid read, but it was very difficult. But I love the concept of it. I just don't know if I would read it again. Or maybe I would read it again. I don't know. It just was like one and done, and I was like, okay, we went through a journey. I love the story. Like the premise of the story, the theme of the story. I just feel like it was really weird written. For me, personally. But I know some people rave about this, so whatever. The Rose Bargain? Obsessed. A duology? You're telling me this is a duology? Because I'm so excited for the next book. Like, send it to me now. Ship it to me. I need it now. My mind. Okay. Loved her. I don't have anything bad to say. Like, this was another fun read. I don't know if it's young adult books that are just, like, fun reads. Like, I'm just, like... I was shooketh with the end because I was like, I don't know why I didn't see that coming. But it's not like a cliffhanger where I'm like, I need the next book now. But it gives me shooketh. Okay? Now, this series I've been seeing everybody talk about. Mind you, I fell in love with the series based off the art. I didn't know anything really about the book. Like, I've seen things on TikTok, but like the way Jude was drawn and the way Carden was drawn, I was like, I want to step my toe in it. I want to step my toe in it. Now, can I say that I like the book? It was an interesting story. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I like it, but it's like too young adulty for me. This is like a too young adulty book for me. Like, the romance is barely there. So I don't know. Like, in the last book, there was more romance. Like, we get more of Jude and Carden, but like, it's not really a romantasy. Like, I don't know why I expected it to be a romantasy or like some type of more romance than what it was, but it really is not. And yeah, So I don't know. I don't know what I would rate it. It was like a journey. I loved reading it. Like I finished it in 4 days, like the whole series. Like young adult books are, like I said, easy to read for me personally because they're not as complicated. But yeah, it was. I love that. I love that. But I don't know if I would rate it one of my favorites. Like, but it's like The Rose Bargain. I think is one of my favorite young adult books now. Like top tier favorite. Like I don't even know what the second book is as of right now, but I'm ready for Fearless with the Powerless series just to see where it goes from there. Oh, I dropped one. And these two books. I think that's why I read all my books really fast this month, because all of them I think were fun reads. Like they were just like, I was just watching a movie in my head. Like I just enjoyed every second of them. Like I wasn't like too confused, you know, except for the water moon, which was a little, you know, but like this one, finished this in 2 days. One book in one day, other book in another day. I was obsessed. I'm obsessed and I can't wait for the third one. Like I enjoyed it. The spicy scenes in here were excellent. The romance they gave me was excellent. Like me being a romance girly, this was everything I needed. This was everything I needed. The second book left me a little shook because I'm my baby. My baby. But I'm excited for the third book. That's all I really have to say. That is me and my experience of this month reading for the month of February. You know, shook. Do I have any other opinions? I don't really think so. I think I'm gonna do this once a month, like, cause I feel like I'm reading a lot of books, and I might as well have to sit down and have a conversation with you guys about what I'm reading. You might see it in my fitness post that I'm on the treadmill reading books, cause I do like to do that, or like walk on the treadmill and read books. It's one of my favorite things to do to stay in shape, and then to elevate my story. Now, I'm gonna read one more book in the month of February that I probably should include. Give me a second. Because I think I'm gonna finish this. Today is, what day is it today? Today is Friday, is the 28th, and then today is a day. But this book I'm reading currently as well. Sis has me hooked. In the first chapter I was hooked. In the first sentence I was hooked. I was like, because usually in fantasy books or like something of thereof where we're like in another world, they try to like boom me with the plot, you know what I'm saying, or like the politics or whatever, the world building. This starts off with conversation. I was like, interesting, let's keep it going. What are we doing, and I'm already on chapter 3 and I started reading it today at the gym. I'm gonna finish this before the end of the month. How many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I finished 10 books this month. You gotta be kidding me. That's fucking crazy. And then I have more books that I bought that I haven't even read yet. So that's pretty much it for my book dump of what I've read this month. And I'm kind of excited to like read more books. And then I have my video game obsession, but like I don't even have that many video games, so we're not even there at that point. That's my rant of the day. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Besitos. Ayari is out.